The mission game has changed. Men and ties are less manipulative as we are. Dang, women now know what they're worth. It's tough being caught twice by your main chick.
Yo, the mission game though.
What? Who that?
Alright. It's funny how this missions game has gone from like 0 to 100 real quick. Where the one girl you actually fell in love with is the one person that brings you so much pain, and you lose everything trying to get it back. This is my confession. I knew from the start I had to have you. Even though you belonged to somebody else, I knew you were the one for me. Deep in my heart, a sudden shift had happened somewhere between the tectonic plate you were standing on and the one I was on. I had to know you from the start. So I had two choices. One, be honest and have a 50-50 chance of getting her, or lie and take a shot that was guaranteed to hit. So I sat down and thought of it. I was somewhere between a lukewarm and born-again Christian, and when I first seen you, I'd been single for roughly 8 months, give or take the cycles. And I had just given up hard on my next mission. So I used my new phone as bait and decided to go with being honest. I found the common ground in poetry, so I decided to hook from there. And you caught the bait. Or did I catch you worse? Because your charm was extraordinary. The way you would shut me down and teach me new ways to make you smile. Let's take a while. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. You got derailed somewhere between when you finally told me you were single and you wanted something real. I remember the good morning text that had the perfect blend of human intimacy. You knew I was a beast, and you, my dear, you were keen to tango. I told my boy shit, mate. I shut down every other side mission. I was 17 then and you 16. But we walked and talked like we were married. Clueless were we just young lovers looking for something out of the ordinary. Let's fast forward. We grew closer by the months, years, and days. Everybody knew your mind, everybody knew I was yours. That's how it wanted it to be. It wasn't very public, but we both made each other very happy. And even after we broke up, the idea of us still lived on. And that's the way it should have stayed. That's the way it should have belonged. But it died. Like a flame with nothing else to rely on. You never looked at me the same. Like I had been the washed out ink to your poem. I was misunderstood and unreliable. Even though you told me you lose interest quickly, I was keen to be the one. Just not one that made you love. So I fabricated this. One white lie told to a friend became a facade on its own. I was living in a world where you were still mine and I was still yours. I told you I was moving on. I tried. I swear I did. But the one I tried to move on lacked what you had. She couldn't fit that Proverbs 31 mixed with my best friend and my ecstasy. You are simply that last syllable to the greatest love poem that cannot be replaced no matter how many nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, and qualifications are out of place. The lies were not heading on. And I, the fool, yes, I, the fool, had to come to the stop. The one that I curiously stalked you from. For the past 6.5 months when you came home from school, I stood watches. You came out of the comedy, sometimes early, other times late. I didn't care about the minutes as long as I sorted out late. I did evil things that I cannot say. I lied about you and that was the worst mistake. But losing you, I feel like I'm back on a different tectonic plates. if we move closer to each other, we might cause an earthquake. Then again, we will form something we can start over. So I write this one to you. The mission that got away. You still own a piece of my heart. You can keep it if you like. I'd like to have yours again. Maybe someday.